Students, welcome to the chemistry class. In our today's class, we will discuss chemical properties of water. So, chemically water reacts with large number of substances. Let us look at these reactions. First, amphoteric nature. Water is amphoteric in nature, which means that it can act as an acid as well as base, according to the Bronsted and Lowry concept. And I hope you all know now Bronsted and Lowry concept. So let's see, students. Water react with HCl, hydrochloric acid. So in this, water act as base. It takes proton from acid. It takes proton from acid. So now here in this reaction, water is act as base. And let's see the second reaction. In this, water act as acid as it gives proton to the base. So now here, water is act as base. Understand? So, water can act as an acid by losing proton and as a base by accepting a proton. For example, in the reaction with ammonia, water act as an acid by giving proton means H plus ion and forming NH4 plus ion, ammonium ion. In the reaction with hydrogen chloride and hydrogen sulfide, water behaves as a base by accepting hydrogen ions and forming hydronium ion. Water also undergoes autoprotolysis or self-ionization in which one molecule of water act as acid 1 and another molecule as base 2 to give a molecule of acid 2. Okay, acid 2 and base 1. These are also known as conjugated acid and conjugate base. H2O means water molecules react with metal and formed base and releasing hydrogen molecule. So, redox reaction involving water can easily be reduced into hydrogen by highly electropositive metals. So, now let's see this reaction. For example, sodium metal reacts with water to give sodium hydroxide and hydrogen. Therefore, it is great source of hydrogen. Water is oxidized to oxygen during photosynthesis. Let's see the reaction. The reaction that takes place in 6 molecule of carbon dioxide react with 12 molecule of water to give 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecule of water and 6 molecule of oxygen. It also react with fluorine gas to give oxygen and ozone. Let's see carefully. When water react with fluorine, so water gives oxygen and ozone. Hydrolysis reactions, water is a strong solvent and dissolves many ionic compounds. However, due to its high dielectric constant, it has very strong hydrating tendency and can easily hydrolyze many ionic and covalent compounds. Water hydrolyzes the oxides and halides to their respective acids. For example, it hydrolyzes phosphorus pentaoxide to give orthophosphoric acid. It also hydrolyzes silicon tetrachloride to HCl and silicon dioxide SiO2. Water also hydrolyzes the carbides, hydrides and nitrides of some metals. For example, in this reaction, when water reacts with calcium carbide to give ethine, and if react with aluminium nitride to give ammonia. Understood? So the reaction that take place, calcium carbide reacts with water to give calcium hydroxide, you can say, and ethine, and water reacts with aluminium nitride to give aluminum hydroxide and ammonia. Hydrate formation. Many salts can be crystallized as hydrated salts from their aqueous solutions. There are three types of hydrides. The first type of hydride is coordinated water. For example, in CrH2O6 3+, Cl-, water molecules are coordinated to metal ions in a complex. The second type of hydrates is called interstitial hydride. For example, in barium chloride 2H2O, water molecules occupy interstitial sites in the crystal lattice. And a third type of hydrates, water molecules are hydrogen bonded to certain oxygen containing an ion. For example, in copper sulfate 5H2O. One water molecule is hydrogen bonded to sulfate ion, and the other four molecules are coordinated to give copper CuH2O whole 4 2+ ion and SO4- ion. So students, I hope now here chemical properties is completed. I hope this chemical properties of water is clearly understood. See you in our next class. Thank you.